Well, again, I do this on my phone, although I'm not talking about Evil Dead. Although today I did go to GameStop and pre-ordered the Evil Dead the game. So that'll be really fun anyway. And of course, I pre-ordered it not just to get it quickly on day one. Also, S-Mart. Shop S-Mart. Shops. Shop smartly. Oh my god, I can't speak right now. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, which is my first Ace Combat game. Now, I'm not new to Ace Combat 7 anyway. I played it last year, got into it. I wasn't very good, and just this year, I started getting good at the game. I started, getting into it, doing all these crazy maneuvers in my aircrafts. Actually got good at the game the more I practiced. And it is one of the scenarios of when you get better, and it so much improved the experience. Anyway, so I'm not finished with the game yet, but I just played campaign mission 16, and it was incredible. It was a really cool map. I mean, probably my favorite so far. It's like in a city, it's nighttime, it's dark, you're escorting this vehicle, which is escorting missions usually suck. Not Ace Combat 7. They are really fun in that game. And I personally, it was dark, it was a city, and the lights were on the buildings, and it gave this urban atmosphere. It was just good. And flying by the buildings, doing these high G tones, barely, barely escaping the grasp of the buildings, because you would blow up, and I did die a few times because I got cocky in the cockpit and crashed into the buildings and um yeah, it was really fun, and I just want to say also Ace Combat 7 is a great game, and I guess like the Evil Dead video on my phone, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you bought it, you would, it'd be nice to play online multiplayer with you. I played on PlayStation, but man, it is a fun as hell experience, and I really had fun with it. I'm still having fun with it. I'll probably play more tomorrow since it's the weekend, and I'm gonna play a lot more. But anyway, so I've been having a ton of fun with the game, and it's a good experience. It feels full. Now, I will say the DLC, I just want to talk about this. DLC is something I usually wag my finger and be like, no, 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 no. You're going to charge me extra money for this game I already paid money. Well, I didn't buy Ace Combat 7, actually. It was a gift to me during the holiday season, and a very nice gift. Also, since it was the holiday season, I got Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition, so Frozen Wilds. I'm still playing that, but I haven't gone back to it in a while. And I also got the Outlast Trinity, as well as Alien Isolation. And funny enough, one of my favorite games of 2021, Metroid Dread. And I played every one of those games pretty much. Well, most of them, except for Alien Isolation, Ace Combat 7. And last year, then I got into Alien Isolation, played the hell out of it. It's a really good horror game. But I started with the Outlast games and Horizon Zero Dawn, and I played those, and became an instant fanboy of those series. And Ace Combat 7 is the same. And I will say, once I'm finished with this, and once I've played the multiplayer to my fill, and I'm sick of the game, I don't know if that's possible at this point, because the aircrafts in it are so detailed, and so fun to play. So the cockpit, I love being in the cockpit. They're all such different interior designs. Some of them giving me Star Wars themes, the F-15J, and, yeah, F-15J had such a cool design, and all the meters around that I could see, the altitude, the speed, it got me immersed. And there are different viewports, third person camera view, and like this. And the cockpit. cockpit's my favorite. And anyway, I'm switching arms here because the arm that I'm holding the phone with is getting sore. Anyway, I love the game, and once I'm finished with it, I'm gonna get to Ace Combat 6. And then maybe I get to the PS2 games, because even though my consoles I don't keep in here, there's my PS2 back there, which you may see collecting dust and rotting away, which it's been a while since I've actually gotten back onto it, but maybe I get back on the PS2. I got like most of the GTA games on it, and Mortal Kombat, so add Ace Combat to the collection, why not? And maybe Max Payne 1. I'm not sure how the PS2 port was. Maybe I do a Max Payne video review. Anyway, I got off track, off topic. Ace Combat 7's awesome. And you can get it for a relatively cheap price now, so you might as well. I haven't even finished the game, and I'm already praising it, and it's got astonishing graphics, which that's not what I look in a game, but when a game does have good graphics, it's something to compliment. The controls are very fun. It took me a while to learn and get used to the flight stuff, but it was fun once I got it. The AI is very good, actually, in the game, but I will say there was a flaw in the game. It's really Ace Combat 7 missiles everywhere. It's, too many missiles, because, oh my god, there were times that I'm, like, constantly doing G-tones, like, in a circle, constantly, wee, 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 just because missiles are constantly coming at me. And this happened in the campaign a lot, but it'll happen even more in multiplayer, and that sucks. I don't think I've ever played a game that involves flight combat like this that hasn't had that issue of circling around chasing the enemy. Like, one enemy is like this, woo, and you're chasing after them, and you're just woo, like going in a circle constantly, woo, woo. I look like an idiot right now doing this, don't I? But this is extremely embarrassing. It isn't. I don't have a high reputation to anybody, either way. Anyway, yeah, that's an issue, and I don't. Some company has to get it. There will be some company. There has to be some company one day that'll fix that issue. Some flight simulator company that'll figure it out. They'll grab the fight combat simulators by the balls. They'll say, we don't like that because that sucks for players constantly going in circles chasing after each other. Or like a dog after its tail. It's never going to end until the match is over or until the dog's tired. The dogfight, funny enough, never ends unless someone gets lucky or very bored. And it's just so... Like I say, I think there will be a game company one day that fixes that issue and figures it out. And haven't played a lot of flight combat simulators. I plan on playing more. I will play Tom Clancy's Hawks, Ace Combat 6, and a few other games, but I've played like a few of the Star Wars flight simulators. They had those issues, and I also played the Battlefield games, which had flight combat. They had those issues, but not that flight combat was huge, and it wasn't as bad there because the main focus was ground artillery combat. And I also played, what was it? There's one game. It was just thinking about it. It also had this issue. I can't remember. Dang it. Hold Me at Gunpoint. I won't remember it. Anyway, yeah, this is something that I'm really sad about when it comes to these flight combat games, because Ace Combat 7, in my opinion, has the potential to be like the 9 out of 10, or the 10 out of 10 possibly even, if it didn't have that problem. I don't know, maybe the campaign will blow me away, but no matter what it does now, it's not going to be able to fix that one issue of the dogfight going around in circles 360 degrees all the time, because that will always be an issue with games like this. And like I said, I think there will be a company to figure it out. Hopefully one day. Anyway, this was me talking about Ace Combat 7 and telling you how awesome of a game it is. I do this. I guess I'll play every other flight simulator known to man and talk about how awesome or bad it is. Next, either Ace Combat 6 or Tom Clancy's Hawks. So it appears I'm either going to play Ace Combat 6, which I've heard is a fantastic game, Tom Clancy's Hawks, the first one, and have a miserable experience.